Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of the Blackbird Grimoire. Welcome to the daily forecast for Monday, September 16th, 2024, on this day of the goddess. It is the Moon's Day, Mani's Day, the 26th of Virgo, the 14th of Vine, the 26th of Bear, and the 17th of Tumandir. Our sun remains in Virgo, mutable earth, representing industry. The moon is second quarter Pisces, mutable water, representing intuition. Mercury is in Virgo, mutable earth, representing a linguistic skill. Venus is in Libra, cardinal air, representing harmony. Mars is in Cancer, cardinal water, representing seeking security. Jupiter is in Gemini, mutable air, representing questing. Saturn is retrograding in Pisces, mutable water, which is to redefine dreams. Uranus is retrograding in Taurus, fixed earth, representing rebellion. Neptune is retrograding in Pisces, mutable water, which is about spiritual awakenings. And Pluto is retrograding in Capricorn, cardinal earth, representing transformations. For our retrograde reminders, for Saturn, reclaim your authority. For Uranus, reconsider how you rebel. For Neptune, reclaim your magic. For Pluto, reclaim your ability to regenerate. And for Chiron, restore heroic spirit. Our moon phase is the waxing gibbous, which means we need to cultivate our intentions. For the Pisces moon, some do's are creative pursuits, meditation, listening to your intuition, and the don'ts are too much socializing, over rationality, one dimensionality, boring stuff, and getting too peoply. That's the stuff to avoid. So, on this day of the moon, drift into an ocean of possibilities, dreams, and creativity. The Piscean moon is the realm of intuition, and it is gently floating us along on a gentle current that can lead us to unexpected insights. So take more of your right side of your brain, be creative. This is not so much a day for the left hand side of the brain doing analytical stuff. So lean into that right hand side as much as you can. Today's tarot is the Ace of Wands. Aces represent the essence of their suit. And what the suit of Wands is the emotional masculine, projective energy, the fire element, and drive. And the key words for this card are catalyst, creative possibilities, and having courage during challenges. So we're making things start. There are possibilities before us that we can make something out of what was. And having courage during challenges, sometimes that's staying the course. Sometimes it's facing opposition and saying, "Well, I'm still going to do what I'm going to do." And sometimes courage is just in having enough confidence in yourself that you actually can create something or that you can be successful. People have been, really beaten down, especially over the past couple of years. So reclaiming that sense of I can and I will and I have, that is very challenging for some people, especially depending upon their disposition. So if you're needing a little bit of a gentle push in that direction, really tap into this Ace of Wands today. Next up are today's Celtic triad. It reads, there are three types of surety: Naden, Atir, and Wrath. So Naden is a pledge of honor. You're giving your word. Your word has been given. You have made a vow. Atir is a pledge of one's persons, assets, or freedom. Essentially, that you would experience consequences if you did not fulfill on your side of the contract. And wrath is a security in case of default, something that would be surrendered if there was a default and the contract was broken, something that would actually compensate the other person explicitly and directly. So that's just something to keep in mind in business. Today's magical correspondences are centered on the idea of fame. The color is silver, the plant is the laurel, the animal is carp, and the crystal is lodestone. Now, fame is a fickle thing, and it does not grant people the benefits that they really do imagine. And the only real value in fame is that it can be a tool that's necessary to raise awareness in order to accomplish more worthy goals. Those who utilize fame in this way, they generally have more successful projects. For people for whom fame is an end in and of itself, is it really surprising that they generally come to pretty sticky ends, or that they end up retiring from their careers in some sense of disgrace? If it's just about the attention, that is not something that is um, life enriching. It doesn't really build anything. It doesn't create anything worthwhile. It is benefits of a very temporary kind, and when those benefits are withdrawn, it can be a very bitter thing for people. Now, for today's practice, what goddess do you feel in harmony with at this time of year? And this may not even necessarily be a goddess who's explicitly associated with agriculture or the harvest or anything of that kind, but just whose presence are you really feeling, at harmony with, or that you're connecting with, or just that you would like to learn more about? Then you could list the benefits of your natal lunar sign compared with the current position of the moon. For the sacral chakra, are you allowing yourself to create? That takes us back to our tarot card of the day, doesn't it? And then today's hermetic principle is correspondence. And the thing I'm challenging you to think about is what are your personal associations with autumn? Not what's on the all of the cheat sheets that we have floating around on Pinterest, not what other people are telling you are the only right correspondences for it. What are your personal associations? What trees are in your area that you're noticed? What flowers are still blooming, even if they're fading? What kind of rocks are common in your area? What animals are around? That are a bit more of a bigger presence than they were before. And what are they doing? How are you feeling and interacting with all of these energies? Those are the kinds of correspondences, something that gets it very personal and gets you thinking about, the energies you are directly interacting with where you live. And then today's Witch's Pyramid, we're looking at the West Wall. The West Wall, of course, is tied to the element of water, and that is the realm of emotion. Very appropriate for a Monday. How can you improve your emotional landscape? There are things that we can do, even if it's sometimes if we're brooding on something. Which I have a Scorpio moon. I'm very familiar with the process of brooding, and I'm aware of how much self control it can take to change the subject in your own mind. But if you have found yourself doing that, what can you do to tell yourself, I've been over this and over this. Looking at it again isn't going to change anything. What matters is what do I do now? Try to make that shift and lessen the because it can become like a chain, can't it? When your mind just will not leave something alone, and when your heart won't leave something alone, when something just becomes this one thing you fixate on in life, it can absolutely become a chain. And of course, as we get obsessive, it can actually drive people away that we care about. So, learning when we need to make a break in our minds and change the subject, not only is that useful magical self discipline, but also it could do well. It could go a long way towards preserving and maintaining a lot of our meaningful relationships. Then today's journal prompt. What is your favorite combination of crystals to have in the bath or shower and why? And this is a bit of fun, but it's also thinking about, what crystals, because maybe you don't use the same ones all year round. Maybe you've never done this before and it's something you would like to try. Maybe it's never occurred to you and you're not sure that you ever will try it. Whatever the case may be, just kind of take this prompt whatever direction you want to go and just see what you come up with. The more you explore your whys, that's when you start making connections of the dots. That's when you start gaining a lot of insights because the why is always going to be more significant than the what. So, on that note, have a very magical day. You can follow the Blackbird Grimoire channel on both YouTube and Rumble. And of course, you are welcome at the Oak and Elder Witchery on Gilded, link in the description box, and hope to see some new faces there soon. But I think that will do it for today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.